gonna work. It says we are live.
Oh wow, it's already time.
It is. It's 6 o'clock. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock. It's a minute till. You gonna put your phone down?
Well,
You gonna join us?
I had a brain fart, and then I forgot.
What does that mean?
That means I don't know what I was doing, which is normal.
I'm back at the winery Thursday night. Last Monday was good.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
winery.
Yes, Thursday night winery.
The winery.
That's what I'm talking about.
What
We should
is-
do that.
I know, right?
We
Can
should
you?
go to Napa Valley every Thursday night.
Hey, Amy. Napa Valley every Thursday. So y'all can hear us and see us and everything's okay because I kind of messed up the screen and I tried to get Drew to come help us and he has no help. So he only wants to help when he needs something. Hopefully he heard that. So hey everybody. Hopefully I've had a little bit of a cold or something these last couple of days, so my voice has been in and out, but hopefully it will withstand tonight. Otherwise, Duane will take over.
Yes, I will. We have Kara, Amy, and Lacey.
And Lacey. Hey, hi there. Glad y'all are here. Super, super, super.
Oh God,
We can still hear him. Hopefully y'all don't hear him. Ugh. All right, so, hey, hi Elizabeth. So we're excited that you guys joined us. We appreciate it. We always do. We just have just a week left. Well, a little more than a week of May, and then we're into June.
Yes,
I can see your
already
beautiful
June.
faces. You're
And it's
so
already getting hot.
well, yeah. Usually it gets hot
It was
before now.
hot
Right?
today.
Yeah.
It wasn't hot temperature, but the humidity was up, so it made it feel like 95 degrees.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah, we got spoiled in California, man. California people, the no humidity. It was so. I mean, even on a warm day, it was still cool. It was so nice. But
That's why they have the good wine.
that's all right. Is that why? For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It gets
awesome.
cool at night. Good warm temperature during the day.
Right.
Proper soil.
Right. Yeah, we ordered some wine when we were there, and we kept thinking, "Oh, I wonder why it's not here." And anyway, sent them an email, and they were like, "Well, it's not even going to be put into the bottles until fall." Like, oh, I must have been half lit when they told us that, because I don't remember that.
That's what they do. They
Right.
fill you up with wine, and then they sell
It was
you
good
stuff.
though. It was good. Anyway, so shout out if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about while we're talking today. But I was going to just go over some stuff that I picked up from the Habitude Warrior Conference that I attended. Hey, Victoria. I attended last Thursday and then half a day on Friday. And hopefully you guys... Hey, there's Scotty.
Scotty Watson.
Hopefully you guys, hi Amanda, welcome. Anyway, hopefully you guys actually do,
What is this? Why did I jump? Why do I have 100 ping?
Touchdown!
you want to shut our door?
What was he saying?
I shut his door, but he opened it, so, I figured it out. Yeah. Oh, he shut it, okay. I never earned anything like this. Wait, what are you talking about? What did you, oh, you must be talking about the laptops. I wanted to talk about that as well. But, okay, so if you got a laptop today, you have to let us know. I'm thinking, man, those laptops look really nice. Next year we may be a little toss-up.
We're
We're going to go wherever they say?
wherever they
Okay.
go. I like traveling.
Okay. So anyway, back to my...
I'll buy you a laptop. How's that?
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Well, I have a laptop, but I want one like theirs.
I'll buy you one like that.
So anyway, what I was going to say is hopefully you guys invest in yourself because not only will it help you personally, but it'll help your business as well. So anyway, that's what I did. On Thursday and Friday, I went to this really cool seminar here in Houston. It was a whole bunch of motivational speakers and whatnot, and I got some really good information, and I got some good tips. And actually, I'm going to share some of them with you today on social media and how you can market yourself. Some of this stuff, I will tell you, I put it into action this week, and my Twitter has blown up. I mean, I have people requesting and following me constantly this week. It's really been crazy. And I guess what happens is once, your feed gets out there, people are going through and looking and clicking on anything that might be interesting. So hopefully some good will come from that. I got to make sure my content stays good and whatnot, but who knows? Hopefully we'll get some business out of that. But anyway, I'll share some of that with you guys. And Emily, yeah, I saw the pictures. You and Desiree both. Those laptops look really awesome. They look like the kind that the thing flips off. The what do you call that? The little screen flips off. And anyway, really cool. So okay, May 31st is our deadline for to register for reunion. This is awful. I'm so
May
sorry.
31st.
So rude. May 31st.
So in like a week? Isn't
a
it
week
like
and
a
a
week?
few days, yeah. Yeah, because the 31st is next Tuesday.
Wow.
And you guys, I'm going to be in Oklahoma visiting family on Tuesday. And so Duane's going to do the live stream.
Yes, I am. I can't wait.
I'll be on.
What?
I'll be on.
Why?
Because I'm going to watch.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay. So, anyway, yeah, get your ticket, Elizabeth, definitely. Deadline is the 31st. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. It's truly life-changing, I'm telling you.
Hola.
It'll be awesome. Hey, Desiree.
Reunion is a lot of fun.
It is so much fun.
It's a lot of people, a lot of pink zebra people.
Mm-hmm.
We're shooting for 900.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's
I
gonna be
know.
cool.
That part's really cool. We're going to go in Wednesday night. So anybody that's coming in early, let us know, and maybe we can all figure out something fun to do. Because there's so much to do in Vegas, right? I don't know if Bernice is on, but I saw a video she did today, and she talked about her dream board. That was so awesome. I don't know how many of you guys do videos. I know quite a few of you do, but videos are awesome. And as we've said before, in 2017, they're saying that videos will be the content on social media that people will be watching. So anyway, you want to make sure that you get out of your comfort zone. I tried to do a video today, and I just, it's awkward. It's just awkward. So I get it. The struggle is real. So anyway, Elizabeth says that's her birthday weekend. Well, there you go. That's even more reason to celebrate. Yay.
Yeah.
Hi, Linda. Hello, hello. Let's see what else. Oh, some highlights. Okay, so I just looked at 4 levels down in my back office because it's a little bit too big to go too deep. But and we're only at the 24th of the month. Yeah, the 24th of the month. But we've already got 9 people just in 4 levels over $1,000. So I was going to give shout outs to Dottie, who's at 1836. That's huge. Dottie Norgard. And then Stacy, Bernice, Melina, Donna, Cindy, Karen Morgan, Ashley Alabran. Everybody over $1,000 already for the month. So that's awesome. Like I said, that's just down 4 levels. I didn't go any deeper. So you guys, I'm sure, have seen bigger numbers than that even. But I think that's amazing.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, very cool. Congratulations to all of you guys, because that's amazing.
Yep.
Some of these folks have been doing Pink Zebra for quite a while, and then there's some new ones like Stacy. Stacy Folks she's already done. She's only a little over a month in. She just promoted to executive consultant and has already finished her quick starts. So amazing stuff. It's very exciting, isn't it?
It is.
We have
It's awesome that you join and you hit the ground running and $1,000.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really understand probably the concept of recruiting and potential
she's learning
money
Yeah.
down the road, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and she's got, I'm speaking for Stacy here, but she's got, big plans, and that's
Well, if you understand
awesome.
how it works
Mhm.
and don't get discouraged and just keep going.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, it's very exciting. I'm constantly looking at my back office because I have another person that should be promoted to manager soon. So I'm constantly looking at the back office for that. But anyway, it's just very exciting. It's very exciting to see everything that goes on with our company. It's just constantly something. I don't know if anybody saw. Well, Colby posted it in Leaders. I don't know if he did it in Consultant Corner too, but he posted where they were at doing the photo shoot for the fall catalog. So
that's the catalog we're going to get.
mm-hmm.
They're doing the photo shoot right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's too bad you work.
Will it be ready by then?
We could drive.
They can do it that quick.
Yeah. Well,
We're in May,
I think they've
June,
already
July?
got. Yeah, they've got the concept already down. They just have to insert pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, they've got they've got it pretty much done. Victoria's got a smiley face. Anyway, so that's exciting, and I mean, it's just awesome. It's just so much fun. Okay, so anyway, what else do we want to talk about? Anything else before I go into the social media content? Anything else? What are you going to talk about next week?
I'll have to do this. I'll
You
write
know
some
what?
stuff down.
Yeah, you know what you should do is talk
Honey.
about.
It's not shared yet.
No, but I was just thinking maybe we could encourage them to get their husbands on. Well, Scotty's already on.
Yeah, Scotty's
Nice
on.
job, Scotty. But maybe we could encourage them to get their husbands to tune in and you talk to the husbands. What do you think? Anybody? You like that idea?
No.
No?
No, these husbands are busy, honey. They're going.
Oh,
they're
really?
working on stuff. Desiree's husband's working on the little race car thing, and other people's husbands are working.
That's
They
funny.
don't have time for this.
Oh, some people are on and they can't comment. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think if you do, I think if you if you want to comment, and if you're on a cell phone, I think you have to swipe it to the left or to the right. See, Keenan's working or cooking while she's working.
Right. You don't have time.
Yeah,
for
Cecil's ready to hear you. Right?
Me and Cecil.
Elizabeth, it's okay that you're a single lady. Bring a friend. Tell a friend to tune in, right? Oh, my goodness. Swipe up. That's it. So, Sierra, swipe up. See if that'll let you make comments. Hopefully so, because I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so let's dive in. So, again, I invested in myself last week, and I went to this day and it actually was a 3-day conference, but I had a party event, ladies' night, whatever, on Friday night. So I went for all day Thursday and then half a day Friday, and it was really interesting. I'm just going to list off a few things, and then I'm going to get into the social media. But some of the things that really stood out to me was that it's definitely something that you want to do by investing in yourself. You want to find things that you can do, and even if you don't have the money, I mean, there is so much out there that you can do for free. There are so many seminars and even online things that you can hook yourself up to and embrace those things. And it doesn't have to all be about sales or even direct sales or network marketing. Maybe it's just a motivational seminar that you're going to watch, or something about growing as an individual. I mean, all of that stuff. I'm into anything that will help me personally, because I feel like if it helps me personally, then I can help others. And that's what we really want to do, is help other people, right? That's kind of what we do with our business, is we help our customers have yummy scents in their home that they can come home to. And then we help one another with our business and helping each other grow and whatnot. So anyway, read, learn, and connect. You always want to be doing that. You guys are already here, so you get the connect part. That's so important. Read as much as you can. I mean, I don't think you can ever read too much. I'm constantly reading. You guys know that about me. I'm always trying to learn something new. I wish that I could teach it like I read it, but unfortunately I struggle with that area. So you just have to bear with me. I do the best I can. You'll constantly be learning new things for your business, but you also learn as a person, which I kind of already said. And things are constantly changing. The one thing that I've noticed in the last few years is, when I first got started, Facebook was it. We didn't do any other social network or social media. And then suddenly, what was it? I guess it was Twitter, kind of. People kind of toyed with Twitter a little bit. And then Google Plus got in there. And then Instagram, and then Pinterest. I mean, you've constantly got to be staying in the loop on what's going on. Sorry. Don't let what you can't do get in the way of what you can do. That was a quote that somebody said, and I thought it was a good one, so I wrote it down. You might have to read all this if I start going into a coughing fit. Okay, so this came from, I don't even have her name on here. There was a lady, a young girl actually, I think she was quite young, a Gen Y, I'm sure, that attended, and she actually spoke, and then she just gave us a few tips, and then gave us an email address to reach out to her if we wanted additional information. So of course I did, and I got back 6 pages of great information. So I'm just going to kind of go through it with you guys, and if you want to take notes, great. Some of it may be helpful, relevant, whatever. Some of it you may already be doing, and you may know all of this already. Some of it was new to me, and some of it was information that I had heard before, but I realized I needed to go back and implement it. So the first thing is social media engagement is the act of responding and communicating on social media in order to grow the conversation with your audience. So one of the things that really spoke to me was, we post on our business page or whatnot, we post pictures, but what we need to do is we need to be creating conversations with people. I know some of you guys are really good at that, but I haven't done that so much. In fact, today I went in and tested it on my business page and posted a picture of boots and said, anybody that knows me, blah, blah, blah. That was actually for another one. But anyway, I started a conversation, and man, it took off. I mean, I had people responding like crazy. And when people start responding, that's when your feed keeps being boosted, and then people are going to start to see it, friends of friends of friends and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, but you want to create conversation with people. You want it to be a two-way conversation and not just you throwing information out at them all the time. And that's really important. I have to get better at that, because I tend to just throw information out at people and don't create that conversation all the time. So it's a little easier said than done, I think. But anyway, hello, Deborah and Stacy. So anyway, two-way conversation that helps you connect more personally with your followers and also helps measure your brand awareness across multiple platforms. So the first thing is that people want to get to know the real you. There are people out there that offer, well, not for free, of course, they charge you, but they say that they will do your all of your posting for you. Well, I mean, that's great. And if you've got the extra money and you want to do it because you don't have time, that's fine. But in my opinion, you want people to get to know you. And I think it's important that you post about you and post about what you like and what you're doing, and get them to communicate and have feedback and talk about what they like, and, so that you can find some medium. What am I trying to say? So that you can kind of find common ground, right? I mean, because believe me, I have thought about that before, that, gosh, there's all these people out there that are offering for pretty inexpensive to just post for me, and they create pictures and do whatever, and it's tempting, but at the same time, it's like, no, because I want to be communicating with these people. So anyway, they want to get to know you, and, people buy from people they like. So that's real important. So share photos from events, lunches, meetings, things that are funny that are happening around you, maybe, just all kinds. There's so many things that you can post about, motivational quotes, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, so the second thing was to ask questions. Do a fill in the blank. Like, for example, what I love most about Pink Zebra is, or what I love most about, what was the other one I was going to say? What I love most about, help me, I'm drawing a blank. what I love most about being outdoors is what I love most about vacationing, or yeah, vacationing is, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. Anyway, ask questions. Ask questions. Okay. And then the third one is to share content that you have read and found relevant. That kind of goes back to, like, if you get a really cool quote out of a book, you can quote that, and be sure to mention where you're getting the quote from. Give that person the credit or whatever if it's from a book that you've read, and share that information, because other people might really it might really speak to them, and then they might really pick up on it and want to dig deeper and hopefully want to have a conversation about it too. The fourth one is bloggers. So it says for pretty much every industry, there's a blogger that is posting timely content, just yearning for you to share it. So pull from their blogs and add your own spin on the piece. Just make sure that you link back to the original source. So do any of you guys have, I know we've asked this before, if you guys have blogs, and quite a few of you do. Do you ever have people that share your blog? And then if they do share it, do you know, I mean, do you ever get any feedback from that? Do you get, I don't know, do you get new followers, or do you comment when they've shared the blog? Because I mean, I blog, but I don't get a whole lot of, I'm now starting to share my blog on all my social media, but that's kind of a new thing for me, because I didn't used to do that. So I'm just curious if people will actually share your blog, and then if they do, if you communicate with them. Am I making sense? I don't think I'm making sense, but anyway, I know some of you have blogs, so I'm just curious if you do have any feedback or anything like that. Anybody? All right. Well, anyway, I think it's cool if you do read a blog that you really like to share that blog. Honestly, I don't think mine has ever been shared. Okay. Yeah, and maybe that's something we can dive into a little bit more. Maybe we need to find out what it is about blogs that really catches people's attention. So that might be a whole nother avenue we could dig into. No Twitter or Instagram. Lacey, Twitter and Instagram, I mean, you certainly don't have to start all those avenues, but it's really cool because you will have different people following you on each one. So I have almost a completely different audience on Twitter than I do on Instagram as opposed to Facebook. So anyway, I recommend definitely being on them. And when you first get started, like when I first got onto Twitter, I mostly did it looking for people to follow. Like I wanted to find motivational speakers to follow and things like that. Or Facebook, Pink Zebra, I follow Pink Zebra Home. And so every now and then, when they post something, I would retweet it or whatever. But it has grown immensely now for me. I'm loving that whole avenue. So anyway, I would definitely recommend getting on them.
How do you get, I don't know nothing about tweeting.
Tweeting?
So how do you get a follower?
Okay, so
how do you reach out to people and how they find you?
That's a good question. Okay, so what you would do is you would create a Twitter account,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you would post, like maybe on Facebook, you could say, follow me on Twitter at, and then whatever your Twitter handle is. Mine is PZ Dana Lee. And not that you have to follow me, but I'm just telling you what it is. But that's what you would do. And then also on Twitter, you go in and you'll just get random tweets from time to time. Or you'll get it, like, let's say, for example, you start off with me, you're following Pink Zebra Home. Well, Pink Zebra Home will be following somebody, and they'll retweet something they said. And if it piques your interest, you go look at that site, at their page. And if it's something that you see they consistently post about really cool stuff or motivational stuff or whatever, then you can follow them. A lot of times when you follow somebody, they will turn around and follow you. Not always, but a lot of times. But what I'm finding is the more I post, like when somebody follows me, I immediately say, thank you so much for the follow. I was looking at your page, really cool stuff. thanks again, whatever. And sometimes they'll respond back to me. When they do that, it shows up on their feed. So other people are seeing it. And then all of a sudden I'm getting 2 and 3 and 4 more people following me. So again, I don't know, hopefully that'll amount to some business here, but
So what is
either way, it's good because it's getting the word
How
out.
do you? So
So a
Twitter
tweet-
is a spinoff of Facebook.
No, Twitter it's just a tweet. All you're doing, I'll set you up an account because you would love it. You would love it, I think. Because when I first started it, I was following Blake Shelton, Miranda Lambert, Pink Zebra Home, and
So the people don't post on Facebook anymore; they tweet.
a lot of them, yeah. And what's cool about Twitter too is if you're like me, I'm a big fan follower, whatever. I love to hear about my favorite actors or singers or whatever, and they oftentimes do their own tweeting. So you really are seeing what they're tweeting. So it's cool. It's fun, right? It's fun.
So if you're following someone, can someone else see their follower list,
Mhm.
so they can go in and see
Mhm.
who's following them or who they're following,
Right,
and then they can follow?
right. It's
So
exactly. It just ends up doing this kind of thing. It's constant, constant, constant. So like today, that radio program that I did a couple of months ago, today I thought, God, I've got all these new followers. So I posted that again on Twitter. And that's another thing. Well, she says that here in a little bit, but you go back and post things that you got really good responses to, post them again. Okay. Lacey says, perhaps with my new laptop, I'll start Instagram or Twitter. Not sure I can learn both. Instagram is really super duper easy. It's
Now,
all
what is
about
Instagram?
pictures. Okay, so Instagram is all about pictures.
Yep.
And I mean, you can put a little note in there, but it's all about pictures.
Yeah.
And people are just sharing pictures of different, whatever. Their products, their friends, whatever. It's all picture.
Huh.
Yeah, and video. They do some video. But yeah. And then you can respond to their stuff. It's kind of and then there's Snapchat, but I'm on Snapchat, but I don't do much. It is a learning experience, definitely. Anything with technology is to us. Hey, you're not an old timer at 47, please. If I can learn all this stuff, you guys can. Trust me. I am so technologically behind. I mean, my son, when he came in here earlier, I was like, I don't know what I did on my screen. Something's not right. And he just laughs at me because he's like, I can't believe you don't get this. I am so far behind the times, but I have figured it out, so you guys can too. And if you need help, let me know. I'm happy to help. Okay, so questions. Okay, so this is the 5th one. People love to give their point of view, so ask their opinion. Remember to be human and relatable, because not every question needs to relate directly back to your brand. That was kind of like today when I did the little test with the boots. I posted 3 pairs of boots and said, which one do you like best? Anybody that knows me knows I love boots. So, and of course, some of them were commenting back to what they thought would look good for me or what they preferred. And I immediately started getting all kinds of responses. I noticed Amy has done that before too. And I even responded because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give my opinion here. People love to give their opinion. So that's definitely a very cool thing to do. And again, it's all about engagement. Some of this stuff may seem silly to do, but it's just about engagement. You want people engaged with your page so that you are showing up more often on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is. So it's all about the engagement. It's all about that. So hello, Sean. Okay, the 6th one is humor. Everyone loves a good laugh. So you could share like a fun, I don't know, how do you say the word M-E-M-E? Is it meme? Meme? I don't know. Anyway, an e-card, a fun little caricature, whatever. You could share stuff like that. Who saw the video of the lady laughing with the Chewbacca mask?
I never watched it.
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
see it.
Well, and then they did a whole thing with, what's the
She
guy
was
that...
on the news or something.
Yeah.
yesterday.
And one of the late night talk show guys did the thing where he's in the van with her, and then J.J. Abrams was in the backseat. He wrote Star Wars in case, or produced or whatever. He's one of those guys. But She was so awesome. When I listened to her, I was laughing so hard along with her. All of them, actually. But that's the kind of stuff, everybody loves humor. So if you can post something really funny, a lot of times people will share that. They'll just go share it right there to their page. And so there you've got that connection back. So do stuff like that. It's awesome. And then that way again, it's not always about your product or, what you don't want to constantly be saying, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, or join my team, join my team, join my team, because all they're going to do is delete you or stop following you, right? Yeah. She was so funny. That was so funny. I loved it. What?
Well, I just want to say that once again, this is a process and it takes time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
with Instagram.
and constantly do little things just to keep your face and you reaching out to these people constantly.
Right.
Not
You're
always
right.
about selling or
Right.
pushing something. Just be friendly and nice and funny.
Don't be spammy. Exactly.
And so one day, you know what? That Dana person, she's always got cool stuff.
Exactly. Because they've learned, they know the real person that they've been watching.
Yeah.
And they feel like they know the real person, and there's a trust that comes along with that.
Yeah.
And people want to do business with people they like.
Right.
And you're right. It absolutely takes a lot of time. Heck, I mean, I've been doing this 4.5 years, and I'm just now starting to kind of get the gist of how this whole thing works with Twitter and all that.
Well, it's like when we got a roofer. I asked somebody, and they referred this guy, so automatically I used them.
Right? Because you trusted him? Because
I
you
trust
trust
them,
the other
so
guy.
they're using them. So
Right.
if they see you all the time, then
It's a very good point.
golly, Dana posts all the time. I feel like I know her, so let's join under her or let's buy it from her.
Mm-hmm. And she's not spammy, and she's not, yeah, I mean, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Okay, so the 7th one is to take photos. Photos. Everybody loves to see funny pictures, whether it's seminars, networking events, parties. We'll be taking tons of pictures. We'll be taking pictures at rally. Post all that stuff. Post pictures with your team, or if you're having a meeting, or just whatever it is, and use common sense. Obviously, you don't want to post anything that's tacky, but yeah, I mean, post. People love pictures. And then some people really like stats. I'm not a big stats person, but like Tom Gaines loves stats. So somebody like him that you are trying to get them to follow you and watch your page. So maybe every now and then you throw a stat in there, I know Colby posts stuff every now and then that's like a statistic of something that's going on in the industry or within our company. So that's a perfect opportunity to share that. Because some people do like stats. And that's the thing. You got to remember that you're not just doing what you like, but you're doing what, you think some of your customers might like, or some of the people that you want to have relationships with out there that they might like. Polls are fun. You could put your product out there and ask for feedback. We actually have that poll option on Facebook. I haven't used it, and then also it says here surveymonkey.com has that as an option. So if you want to take a poll that way. Number 10 was to pull content from the so she calls Mashable.com her social media Bible. I went on there today, and there was so much stuff on there. I mean, I definitely see what she's talking about, because it must be where that's her go-to to get information on everything. But it was one of those things that was like walking into a discount clothing store where the racks are shoved so full that you're having to. I hate that, and
what are we talking
I
about?
run from that stuff. The this Mashable.com. She says that's her. I'm sorry, her social media Bible.
Mashable?
Yeah, she said they have great tips on how to maximize your social media efforts and post timely articles. It's called Mashable.com. Has anybody been on it, or is anybody familiar with it?
So you can post something on this page?
No. It gives great tips on stuff that's relevant that you can post about.
Oh.
And timely articles. Again, it's to me like going into a discount store, clothing store, that I can't really see what's in the rack without shoving everything apart, and I can't stand that. So I was only on there for a few minutes, and I looked around, and I was like, oh my God, there's so much information here. I'll have to come back. So anyway, I don't know if anybody else is familiar with that site, but if you are, check it out. Or if you're not, check it out. If you are, tell us what you love about it, because I would love to know.
So it's Mashable.
Mashable.com.
Mashable. Mashable.
Mashable.com.
Huh.
Yeah. Pinterest. So she was saying use Pinterest for quotes and inspiring images and beautiful imagery to complement your posts, which I think is a great idea. On a lot of the Pinterest pages, Pinterest is another social media site I don't think you'd be interested in. Women tend to like it because we can categorize things. Like I have my pink zebra category. I have my renovating the house category. I have my dream home category. I have my favorite fashions category, my favorite foods category. So I don't know how many guys use that, but there's some great stuff you can pull from Pinterest and use in other places. And then number 12 is giveaways. A great way to generate excitement and enhance brand awareness is to offer a giveaway. I think we probably all do this to some degree, right? I know I do every now and then. And when I do post a giveaway, I get tons of conversation going on. So I just don't want to be giving away all the time. But when I do post it, it seems like there's just a whole lot of feedback and interaction. And then 13 is contests. So encourage fans to showcase their talent and compete for a prize, and then celebrate your audience. So that to me that was like like on our Peeps page a while back I did a contest for pose with your favorite pink zebra shade or your favorite pink zebra item. So it's kind of the same thing, but encourage your fans to do that. So
you're posting this on what? Your Facebook?
On your business page.
Okay.
If you have a business page, hopefully. Or Twitter or whatever. 14, audience curated photos and submissions. So you ask your audience to submit a photo of them with your product. That's kind of the same thing as the contest. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the same thing. But anyway, tips and tricks. She says tips and tricks. We know you've got them up your sleeve, so share the love. In other words, if you have different tips and tricks, what's something that you do maybe that, like for example, a tip that I think I taught you and Drew was instead of pouring in your coffee first and then putting your sugar and your creamer and then having to use a spoon to stir it, because I'm all about not using any more silverware than we need to, I put in the sugar and the creamer first, and then you pour your coffee on it, and it stirs it as it hits the cup. As it fills the cup. So that's a tip. Stuff like that you can post. That's kind of cool stuff. I always see neat stuff on Facebook, different tips that people use. Right?
Right.
You learned that. I heard you saying it to Drew again the other day. You don't pour your creamer first.
I seen him reach in the drawer for a spoon.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing, dude? We don't do that around here anymore.
Yep.
That's so funny. Let's see, where was I? Okay, chats. So get the dialogue going by hosting a Facebook chat, Twitter chat, or Google Hangout. Has anybody ever done that? I have not. That would be interesting. I'm not sure how to do that, actually. Probably something we would have to learn a little bit more about. But, cool. I do know one thing. So we're having a local meeting in June. And I was thinking today, in fact, I wrote it on my calendar, but we should do a Facebook Live when we do the learning part of the content of the meeting. So that way anybody that can't be here can actually partake in.
They can't be here, they just miss out.
But honey, if they're not in Houston, that's not very nice.
When is this?
In June.
They have plenty of time to get airfare.
Oh, stop. To come here?
Vacation.
It's only for 2 hours. No. Yeah, he's being silly.
If you come from out of town, you can stay for 3 hours.
He's being silly.
Huh?
Anyway, we're going to try Facebook Live so that you'll get to be a part of that. We did that kind of last time, but we did it real quick. We just did a real quick drawing and whatever. But this time I think we'll try to keep it on for the learning portion. Do a Facebook. See, Lacey says, do a Facebook Live. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? What's on your desk? Okay, this was kind of a cool one. And I noticed that one of the girls from the tag team did this a couple weeks ago. Give everyone a peek inside of what you always have either in your handbag or what you can't go a day without, or take a quick picture of your desk, that kind of thing, and ask them for feedback, pictures of their desk and maybe what they have in their handbag. And I think when they say that, she's meaning like samples or your business cards, or what's something that you carry with you everywhere you go. Maybe it's the little shop host join brochure. I carry that in my purse, so and my business cards, so that kind of thing. So ask for that kind of stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. And staff features. Okay, wait, I missed one. I missed this one. Shout out for good reviews. Yelp reviews, Facebook comments, and Twitter mentions are all a great repository for social proof. So reward your brand promoters by posting their quotations on your pages. So when somebody, let's say for example, you've got some customers that you've had now for a little while, they're really good customers, maybe you ask them if they'll give you a quick shout out, and then you take their shout out and you post it on, you know, your business page or on your Twitter page and say, you know, thanks so much for the shout out, blah, whatever. Reviews are huge. Everybody loves to see reviews. And then inspiring quotes, again, you can pull from Pinterest or just type out some plain text. People love, 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 love inspiring quotes. I see them being traded all day long on Facebook, so people love them. Are we running short on time? Okay. Staff features, I thought this was really cool. So we're not, hey Karen, we're not all obviously able to be around the home office people, but we should still give them shout outs, you know, like Andrea, for example, she's always coming up with these great recipes. So maybe on your business page, you post, you know, Andrea Garrison is so amazing. She comes up with these great recipes. Here's her latest invention and blah. So you're basically kind of letting everyone know that, you know, what the people in your company are amazing, stuff like that. So, or like David, you know, every now and then I'll post that video of him that's in our back office, the mad scientist, and I'll repost that again for people to see so that they can kind of get a feel for other people within our organization. How-tos and tutorials, utilize your internal resources and awarenesses and put together a tutorial, maybe a 60-second video. I've noticed a lot of people doing this lately, which is really cool. I love that everybody's doing videos. I think that's amazing. But, you know, tutorials on, you know, how this particular shade works, or maybe it's a tutorial on the quick start or whatever it is. Little tutorials are great. And then that's something that you can post for everyone to see. Even people that, you know, if it's just your customers or whatever, you want them to see that stuff. Okay, I'm already on number 22. A roundup. Put together the ultimate list of can't miss items over the past week from your company's best resources. So that's a cool idea. Maybe if you had a particular product that really sold well at a party recently, post a little blurb about that product, and, you know, this will really went like hotcakes, and, you know, be sure to check it out before they're gone, that kind of thing. Interviews. Pick someone inside or outside of your company and do an interview. Think about topics that your audience will find important and valuable. I think that's a cool idea. Interviews are always cool. So, you know, maybe it's a customer that you're going to interview, or maybe it's somebody that just did a party, and interview them about how easy was it, you know, how easy peasy was it, or interview somebody within the organization, within the company that's maybe, you know, hit a particular level. Like, for example, if you're shooting for executive manager, interview an executive manager, and then, you know, post the interview and share that with everybody, whatever it is you're shooting for, kind of thing. Or maybe it's a new consultant. Maybe you just want to interview a new consultant and ask them, you know, some questions about why they chose the business and that sort of thing. Anyway, I think interviews are very cool. And that way you can always write down some thoughts beforehand and just have a few little things that you can go to ask questions, and you kind of stay on task. So anyway, I like interviews. Trivia is always fun. Trivia is a great thing to post on your social network. Image of the day, an inspiring place that you want to travel. I think that when I see image of the day, it makes me think of, when you come across a picture and you think, oh, I want to go there someday, or that's going to be my dream vacation next, or something like that, that share that on your social media page. And then maybe you'll have somebody that'll say, hey, I went there, and, be sure to check this out when you're in the area, or whatever. Videos, post something from Vine, YouTube, or Vimeo. Do something original and easy, like an office tour or commentary from your CEO. We can always, there's so much. If you go to Pink Zebra on YouTube, there's so much stuff you can find out there that you could post. Vine, I've only been on that site one time, and I was confused by that one even. So I can't speak to that one. Vimeo is one that I've done some training videos on. But either way, it just gives you more content. So there's tons and tons of content that you can use when you're posting online. Playlist. We all have a good playlist, especially when we're busy working. Ask for what's on other people's playlists. So that's kind of a cool idea. Ask them, what they listen to. Infographics are excellent for easy to comprehend data visualizations. Bonus points if you make your own. Yeah. Oh, I'm not a big infographic person. So anyway, but that is her number 28 tip. Slide share presentations. She says these are on the rise. That what's glorious about them is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because there are slide presentations on everything.
Is that like the people now that do pictures? If you watch it long
It's
enough,
like
it starts changing?
Maybe so. That might be what that is. Because I was thinking PowerPoint, but that's not the same thing. Because SlideShare would be,
now.
yeah, that's
All of a
kind
sudden
of
the pictures will change.
That must be what that is. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't get to finish reading through all this stuff, but the rest of them I'll kind of fly by because we're already at 6:48. Here was a cool one. Ask if you were on a deserted island and only had 2 apps to take with you, what would they be? Like, for example, hers were Flipboard and Optimistic Weather. Mine would be Facebook, of course. And I don't know what other app I would need. You'd probably want the weather.com because you're always looking at that app.
Where are we at?
Huh?
Where are we at?
What do you mean, where are we at?
We're on an island somewhere?
Yeah, if you were on a deserted island and you could take 2 apps with you. Isn't that a weird question? But anyway, she's just giving us ideas. Pop culture. How is your product like Justin Bieber? That's funny. Come on, we know you want to tell us all about it. And then she says, if you have an old post from the past that did well, repost it. I think I mentioned that already. And it'll probably do well again. And then number 33, brag a little, show off your best work, prove your value, and entice readers with a visual case study of some of your best work. So that one, I'm not sure how that relates to us. Bragging, I think, like, posting when you get a promotion and that kind of stuff, I don't consider that bragging at all. I mean, that's an achievement. That's an accomplishment. I think you absolutely should share that with people because you want them to be as excited about it as you are, and they will be. They'll be absolutely excited.
You could share without
bragging. I'm not
bragging.
Into the bragging
So,
thing.
yeah, don't say a bunch of stuff.
Like, oh, yay me. Yeah, I'm awesome.
Right. But you are awesome.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. So are you. Actually, I have a friend that does that all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, does she know she's doing that?
What we say at work, don't pat yourself on the back.
Yeah. In fact, I told this girl, I said, man, I'd pat you on the back right now, but you seem to have taken care of that for me.
Right.
I mean, she just always giving herself. Anyway, no bragging, but do share your accomplishments because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then in illustrations, whether it's a comic strip, a recipe, a fashion sketch, basically you can find all this kind of stuff, I think, on Pinterest and in different places. But ebooks are a great way to capture contact information and generating new leads by offering free cutting-edge research and information. I'm not sure I understand that. Ebooks. Simply post a link and encourage viewers to subscribe to your events. keep up to date on the happenings surrounding your brand. So I guess that would be like, Deborah's like, let's move on. I'm ready for a reunion. Subscribing or simply posting a link. So like, for example, for reunion, maybe you post a link out there to, comment if you're interested in, attending one of our rallies so that we can share more with you, something like that. And then the last one is about the memes or meme, however you say that. Much easier to hit the high note, humor is tough. It's much easier to hit the right notes if you overlay famous images with your own branded message. The problem with that, though, is that you're not supposed to use famous images, I thought. So, I don't know. I don't like that one. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to share? You could do a this or that. That's kind of a cool one. Mac or PC, Blogger or WordPress, iPhone or Droid. Somebody the other day, I think, posted on Facebook, do I do an iPhone or a Droid? And man, I mean, she had tons of
Do I
conversation.
use the men's restroom or the women's?
Oh, stop.
That's a new one.
Oh.
Which side do I go?
You're funny, honey.
That's...
No. Okay. Customer service, social media. Okay, this one's cool. So when somebody posts on or when you post something on your page and somebody responds, they are communicating with you. So the first thing you want to do is communicate back. You absolutely, even if they just post, like, let's say, for example, on the boots today, somebody said, oh, I love these brown boots. And I wrote back. I mean, there was no question to me, but yet you got to keep that communication going. So I responded back saying, yes, I love the brown, but gosh, those, the fringe ones spoke to me too. And keep that communication going. If they're going to bother to speak to you on social media, make sure you respond again. Make sure you say something back to them because that's so important. They're taking the time to comment. So you definitely want to be interacting with them, right? Right. So that's really it. I got a couple other little things, but that was really it from the social media stuff. I don't know if that helped anybody or not, but points are powerful.
Where did you get that, Pat?
What, this?
Yeah.
Isn't this cool?
Yeah.
I got it from my Erin Condren.
Your Erin Condren?
Uh-huh. It has my name at the bottom. Isn't that cool? And it's got a quote. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. Every single page has a different quote. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Well, that one's a good one.
Oh, wow.
The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Well, that one speaks to us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was cool. So, anyway, I don't know if any of that was helpful, but hopefully it was. I know I picked up some things from it. Like I said, sometimes it's not really that great of information or knowledge, but if you can glean one or two things from it and turn around and use it, then great. That's terrific. So, anybody have anything for us? Any questions? Anything going on that you want to share with the group before we go? Like I said, I think Duane will be on his own next week. You think you can do this? You can figure it out?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as far as the technological part of it.
Oh, they may not hear me or see me, but...
He'll be sitting in front of the computer.
I'll be talking to that screen.
Oh, that's funny. That's too funny. Okay, good. Lacey thought some of it was helpful. I'm glad to hear it. Good. Okay, well, good. Well, like I said, I felt like a lot of the stuff that I got there was really good information, but... So
bottom line, just share.
My mom, Stacy, says, hi. Tell her hi. Yeah, the bottom line is share. And the more interaction and conversation you can get going between people on whatever social media site you're on, the better. The more it'll ignite your post and keep sending it out there.
Right.
Oh, good. Amanda thought that was good information. Yay.
Awesome.
I'm so glad. Well, I truly love reading and I love learning and I just can't get enough. Usually I have 2 or 3 books going at one time, but I try to just, when I see something that speaks to me, I think, well, maybe it'll help them out too. So I want to share with you guys.
And you're always reading. Is this the new book we got in the mail?
No. This is one I've had.
Oh.
This one's John Maxwell. I think Emily post stuff from him all the time, but I got this little book that he has, and it's on how successful people think. And I thought, you know what, you want to put yourself in the situation that you want to be in, and I want to be successful, so I want to know how successful people think.
Right.
So anyway, I'm reading this little book. So
Yeah.
oh, good. I'm so glad you liked. Yay.
Well, these people, new people, just got to realize this is their business. No one's ever heard of it, so they got to get out and promote it and market it and get them recruits and get them some customers and make it happen.
Right.
They got to
And
go out
just
and
be
make it happen.
excited about your business.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Be
This is
excited
your
and-
business, so go out and make your business successful.
Right. Exactly. Because you can. I mean, you just got to get it in front of people. This stuff sells itself.
That's right there.
The energy bus. Oh, I have to write that one down. Because, you know, I'm all about books. The energy bus. Okay, cool. Thank you, Amanda. I wrote that down. So, yeah, anyway, good stuff. Real good stuff. So, you guys have a fabulous week and finish out the month strong. You know, we're coming into the J months, and, you know, I know everybody says, you know, not to think that J months are going to be slow, but after being in this business for several years, I realized that you just have to kind of expect that things are going to slow down a little bit in June and July. Just because people are thinking about summer school's out now, and people are busy with their families, and they're traveling, and they're just doing all kinds of stuff. So you just kind of have to expect it. If you can keep your calendar full with parties and events, then it may not slow down for you. But
Well, take this traveling with you and take this on your vacation.
oh, absolutely. I'm sure
Because
everybody
a lot
does.
of people have not heard of this.
Yeah.
Maybe where you're at, you can pick up a new recruit or two.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, this will definitely be coming with me to Oklahoma. I'm actually excited because several of my cousins have kind of commented on it, but I'm excited to share it with everybody, and
Yep.
yeah, should be interesting.
Yep.
So anyway, but yeah, just you know, be ready for it, but try to keep your calendar full so that it doesn't affect you, and it doesn't have the same impact on you that it might for some other people, because it's all about what you do, and whatever you're doing today is going to help you out in the long run. So anyway, all right, guys, we're going to call it a night. Have a great week, and I won't get to see you next week, but hopefully Duane will figure out how to turn the computer on, and he'll be able to do it.
You may have to leave it on.
Well, you're still going to have to wake it up.
Oh,
So
how do you do that?
I'll show you.
All right.
All right, have a good week, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.